Hey Internetland, fellow authors, readers, writers, whoever you may be. This is Darren and welcome back to the channel with another little update for you. This was, believe it or not, the third video that I've tried to do. The first video I was in an emotional mess and I decided against it. Did a one earlier on this morning and I was just having coughing fits and my hair was a state. Hence now why I've got what I'm now calling the COVID cut. Which I think a lot of people, or a lot of men, are going to probably be following suit. Mark my words. So I thought I would do a little update on what's happening. Now hopefully I'm not going to have another coughing fit because I've got myself a little gin and tonic here. Better. So I cannot remember the last update that I give you guys, so forgive me if I kind of repeat any of the stuff that I might have already gone over. As you know, the book is completed, the debut novel, and that's going to the copywriters. I think she starts on June 17th, and that the release is going to be for July. So that's really good news. So the other thing was, I don't think you guys know this yet, but you'll know that I was writing a novel which was a comedy about two gay men who buy this castle in Ireland. Well, I got to about 16,000 words in, and the thing is I'm a pantser. So one of the problems that you have as a pantser is, unlike when you're a plotter, is you can kind of fill in where things need to be and then fill in gaps. With a pantser, it's just writing on the seat, on the seat of your pants. And the problem that you've got with that is filler. And the thing I've realised is, if I don't like a manuscript or how a manuscript's going, I'm pretty sure that the readers aren't going to like it. And that's exactly how it was going. It was just, at first it was all fun and really funny and hilarious. And I got these great ideas and wrote them down. But then it went a bit wrong. And I decided that I was really struggling. Now, of course, they do say that the first draft is always the worst. And that, you can clean it up and revise it. But I was really stuck. I was really stuck on how to move forward with this manuscript. Then I decided that the best thing to do was to shelve it, which wasn't an easy decision. But all I've done is shelve it until I get some more ideas of what I want to do with the novel. And because it's a standalone, it could be a series, but potentially it's a standalone. It could be something that I want to release later. So right now, it's not in the plan. Now, at the same time, saying that, what also was happening was I had a series that I wanted to write, which was a murder mystery, a cozy mystery called Tiny House Mysteries. And I got the idea, probably not the first, I'm not going to be the last, but I had the idea just generally of what I wanted to do. So it's about a woman who is a romance novelist, she's a divorcee, and after she's divorced, she sells up everything she's got and buys a tiny house because ultimately her passion is she wants to travel. And that's where I got the idea that, she's going to travel around and she's going to come across places where, a murder's occurred and she's going to end up solving it. So, as I was telling you about the comedy, I got to 16,000 words. So how I know I'll feel more confident about a book is that when in 2 days, I wrote the same amount of words for the murder mystery as what I did the comedy, I knew that I was on to something. So what I did was I wrote the manuscript in a week, like the first draft. So the first draft's done and I'm in the middle of revisions. So today's the 15th of April. So what I'm planning on doing is that the revisions will be done by the end of April and they'll go out to the beta readers in May. Now, what I need to do is I've learned from the first lot of beta readers that you have to have a deadline and be careful about what deadline you set, because I said, 3 weeks, and then within that time I was like, have you read it yet? 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 And that they were coming back to me and they were like, I loved it. It was great. And I'm like, what would you change? Nothing. And I was like, okay. But bearing in mind that all these beta readers are people that I know. So the other thing that I've learned is that I need to not do that. I need to find beta readers who are people that I don't know, who aren't accountable to me, who aren't scared of hurting my feelings, and they'll give me good raw feedback. So that's what I'm planning on doing. So if you happen to be watching this video and you're interested, by the way, just drop me a line. I'll pop my email address on the screen so you can email me if you're interested in reading book 1 of the series. So that's where I'm up to at the moment. So the plan is that once it's out with the beta readers, I'll get on with book 2. So I've already spoken to my editor, who's fully booked for July. So it looks like it's not going to be until August. So the release will be September. And I was hoping to get another 2 done by Christmas, but I don't know whether that's going to be the case or not. So I'm just going to have to kind of work on it and work on a plan, because the thing being is I wanted really is a 3-book series, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to promote the 3rd book as a free book for Christmas. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not, because I don't know if I'm going to have that time in which to have the book ready for Christmas. And it would be ideal because I would have set it as a Christmas theme. I suppose what I could do is I could do NaNoWriMo, but that would give me a very, very small amount of time from writing the novel to getting it edited, getting a nice cover on it, and then getting it out there published. And I don't want to rush things. That's one of the things that I learned is don't rush it. Make sure it's as the best that it can be. Make sure it's polished before it goes out there, for people to read, because at the end of the day, it's only going to come back and bite you. So I really do not want to do that. What was the other thing that I wanted to say? So, writing aside, one of the other things that I wanted to say was, and it's a podcast that I'm listening to. You might have heard me talking about it, called the Self-Publishing Formula. And I think one of the things they said quite a while ago was about reading. Like, are you reading enough? And I honestly put my hand on my heart and I was like, no, I'm really not. And I do love reading, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But the problem being is it's the right environment, because I can't read with noise around me. I really cannot drown out noise while I'm trying to soak something in. So it has to be the right time. So what I tend to do is I read in bed, and because of it, I wasn't keen on the Kindle. I haven't got a Kindle. I've got my iPad with the Kindle on. I'd much prefer a book that you can hold, but unless it's like out of the way that I can enjoy like a good book, the Kindle's doing fine. So what I did was in the last month is I've done 3 books. So I'm a huge Murder, She Wrote fan. And I decided that I wanted to get into the books that were written, so I've got in the order. So the first book that I read last month was it was called Gin and Daggers, which was book 1 of the Murder, She Wrote. Then I went on to book 2, which was Manhattan's a Murder. Then I've got book 3 to do, but that hasn't come yet because obviously the pandemic, which is called Manhattan's a Murder. When it's going to get yet, who can say? It's just a case of just waiting and, for whenever it's going to be. But on a side note, there was a book series that I was reading last year or the year before by Agatha Frost, who does cozy mysteries, and I'm busy reading fifth book, fifth or sixth, I'm not sure, called Espressos and Evil. So it's the next one in the series. I've got the series of 10. She's done 19. Her 20th comes out next month. And I'm really enjoying them. And the thing being is that I would say I'm kind of the same as Agatha. She's a self-published author. I think her books are good. They're about a woman called Julia. Julia South, who's a baker. She owns her own bakery slash cafe in this little village called Perridale, which is it's a fictional village in the Cotswolds, and it just so happens that, you know, since she's moved back, she comes across these murders, and it's up to Julia to solve it, and I didn't know how it would be believable, because normally, you know, that doesn't happen. You know, I'm trying to think of like a baker solving a mystery. How does that work? And I would say the first couple, like the first one was called Pancakes and Corpses. Then you had Lemonade and Lies. Then you had some other ones. Forgive me because I can't remember the names right now. And I would say the last one that I read, which was called Shortbread and Something. I can't remember where it was, but anyway, the last one was probably a leap, big leap. That was it, because book 4 was called Deceptions, Donuts and Deception, and the next one, which was Shortbread and Something, there was a big leap. I noticed in the difference between her writing of book 4 and book 5. So when I thought I knew who the killer was, it wasn't who I thought it was. And I like that. I like a book which is going to leave me with a twist where I'm like, oh my god, I did not see that coming at all. So yeah, I would definitely say, like, I'm enjoying Espresso and Evil, but it's taken me longer to get through it. I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why. I think it's just because I've had so much going on in my head, but I'm really enjoying getting back into the reading. So if you do like a good murder mystery, I would definitely recommend try the Murder, She Wrote books, because they're very, very worth it. They really are. They're written in the first person, so it's like you're looking through the eyes of Jessica Fletcher whilst you're reading it, you know. It's really, really good. And yeah, definitely give that Agatha Frost a try as well. You might be surprised. It might be worth it. Excuse me. So literally, that was my update, guys. I wanted to keep the video short and sweet. As I say, if you are interested in being a beta reader for my upcoming next novel, drop me an email, and I will definitely get back to you. It's going to be about 37,000 words, so it's not too big. It's more novella, which for the time being, I think that's the best way for me to write, is to write novellas before I look at anything large and meaty. But yeah, that's definitely everything from me. So thanks very much as always for watching, guys. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying indoors like all of us. I think we're on week 6 of the lockdown now. So it's been... No, we're not. It was the 13th of March. So it's the 15th today, so it's coming up to week 5. So we're 5 weeks in of the lockdown. So, and we've got another month of this yet over here in Bulgaria, and it could be extended again, so who knows. So until next time, stay safe, enjoy your reading, enjoy your writing, whatever it is that you're doing, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much as always, guys. Until next time, bye bye.